Hello, Peach. Peach, you ready for another Peach's Corner? Yeah. Hey guys, welcome to another Peach's Corner, episode number 2. I'll keep doing these as long as you guys keep asking questions. When the questions run out, Peach's Corner will end. So let's get right to it. Wait a minute, you're not Peach. You're Maple. Maple. Peach, you gonna come up to the corner? There's little Pie talking. Let's start with that. The first question from Pearface. Do Spice and Pie ever talk together, like in English language? Well, not really. Usually what happens, one starts teasing the other one and says, Peach, Peach, come here, Peach, Peach. And then the other one is squawking, running around the cage or flying around, and the other one's teasing them. Like it's either Pie or Spice doing it to each other, but not usually together. But you know, the other day actually I came out to the aviary here and I thought, oh, Pie's talking. He's saying, come here, Peach, Peach. And I said, there's Pie. And I went to the corner there and he flew away. And then actually Pie was lower down and he started talking. So that's pretty rare. I don't hear that very often. So yeah, to answer that question, they don't really talk together. Well, Maple's in Peach's Corner right now, because there's Peach. It's okay though. Why can't Maple be in the corner? So Angela DeRuiter asks, who's your favorite bird? Who do you love most? Well, that's easy. It's Peach. No, I'm teasing. You know, Peach was our very first bird. We had Peach for about 2.5 years before we got Cherry. Like, we adopted Cherry. A lot of you know that. And yeah, we really grew attached to Peach. And he was our favorite bird because he's the only bird we ever had at that point. But you know, when you start to favor one, then you start to think of another one, like Pie. I also love Pie. He's chatting and everything. Then there's Maple. Maple's very sweet. And then Cherry, of course. You know, Cherry went through all that trouble. Actually, I feel bad for Cherry the most of all the birds, because he knows what it's like to have a wild life, and these other birds don't because they're imprinted. But Cherry would not be here. If he wouldn't have broke his wing, he would have been flying wild and free, and he would have just lived his natural life in the wild. But, you know, they would have euthanized him, and that kind of makes me sad to think of that. That, yeah, he's not free, but we have him here, and he's well adjusted. So, to answer that question, we love all the birds the same. Peach is down there. Another question from Real Canadian Girl. We mentioned on our channel that we take our birds on vacation. Can we talk about this? Or talk more about it? Maple's been on many holidays with us. We're not traveling much anymore because since we bought the farm, this is like a vacation 24/7. We love it here. This is paradise for us. I'm sure the birds love it too. But when we used to take them, we have travel cages we put in the car. Everyone came along on holidays with us. Except Sammy the boss. When Sammy was living, dear Sammy passed away December 29th of 2021. We couldn't take him because he was a poor traveler. He didn't like it. He would get car sick, and he just didn't like traveling. But otherwise, we took the birds and the dog, and we all headed on the road, and we all enjoyed the vacation together. Doreen Green asks, do they use tools? What are their favorite tools, the birds? Well, it's their beaks. Their beaks are their most favorite tool, I think. That beak is pretty versatile. They can do a lot of digging, and if an insect flies by, they snap them right up, and the beak is pretty good. There's Spice on the ground down there. There's the guard dog. I don't know if you can see her. A lot of sun shining there in the lens here. I can hardly see. So the lens gets a little dirty, and then I don't see it until I point it in the sun, so sorry about that. But yeah, their beaks are their favorite tool. There's a few questions in this episode of Peach's Corner. There's no one in the corner right now. Oh well, but we just continue on anyways. Neil Barker, what foods do magpies like? And also Laurie Belmore asked the same question. Well, they really love insects like mealworms and all kinds of flying insects actually. And worms, yes. And they love berries. Now, their main food is like a cat food, like we moisten it, like we soak it. And they really like that, like they eat that every day. Like a lot of nutrients in there and everything, and they enjoy that. But the magpies really enjoy insects and berries. Find another question here. The grackle peck. Which bird has most spicy personality? It's little Spice there. Spice! Spice! Spice is really cheeky. He chases all the birds sometimes. He's teasing them and seems to have the most spiciest personality. Chris Washington asks, have we ever tried spraying the birds, like especially Pi, because he doesn't take a bath? Yeah, we have done that. We have sprayed them all in the past. Like back in the city, sometimes like it'd be really hot and they'd be in that little smaller aviary there. So we'd take them out onto the lawn area, put them in a little cage, travel cage, and then cool it with a spray bottle with just mist, or spray real fine mist, and because it would be really hot, like might have been 35 Celsius, almost 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and little Pi wasn't bathing, so she just sprayed them all down that way. And probably really wasn't his favorite activity, but I'm sure he appreciated it because he was nice and wet after, and then he could cool off. So yeah, she's sprayed them before. Peach is in the corner now. There's little Peach. Emily Bush asks, do the rest of the birds like to be handled and petted like Peach does? Actually, Peach doesn't like to be handled anymore. When he was younger, we could hold him and carry him around, and he didn't mind that. But as he got a little older, he got cranky when you want to handle him. He lets you pet him and everything. Look at that, Peach is so happy. Peach, yes. Peach in Peach's corner. But it's just Maple and Peach like to be petted. The rest don't really care for that. And this is the last question we have today in Peach's corner. Goddess 110 asks, do the birds pick up on the atmosphere, like in the house, and our moods and everything? I don't really know that for sure. Hard to answer. They always cheer us up when we're feeling a little blue or something. So, I don't know. They always seem happy to us, and no matter where they are, if they're in a smaller cage in the house because they're going to get ready for bed and stuff, they don't seem to be depressed or nothing, and they don't show no different. When we were feeling down and they could, we weren't filming and stuff, they cheered us up. So I guess to answer to that question, I'd have to say they're always cheerful, and we're blessed to have them around. We really love them. Oh, little Pi came to Peach's corner. You're gonna end this video, Pi? Pi, you got anything to say? Listen. Pi. It's time to go, Pi. It's time to go. So thanks for watching this episode of Peach's Corner. We hope you enjoyed it. And keep sending in your questions. And if you answer on another video, you comment, say this is for Peach's Corner, and I'll try to get it in there. So if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. We'd love to have you here. See you in the next one, guys. Say goodbye to Pi there.